Just dumping the clutch. Alright, so Mike just climbed up right here on Big Daddy, and you can see there's plenty of air under that tire right there. He is flexed out to the max. It's impressive that little two-door was able to climb right up that. Jeez, look at that stuff. Man. All right, whenever you're ready, Mike, just slow and steady back. If you want to, that's up to you.
I would not. His tire's too far up on the back there. It's going to tip.
What do we think?
I mean, if you want me to get what? I mean, you'll just come down on your rock slider. Yeah, I mean, you're already like 55% of the way, so you're already past the peak of the tire. So.
Okay, so just go straight. The back wheel get up over?
Yeah, if you stay straight, it should. All right. Woo! All right, well, you slid around it, but still counts. Still counts.
That's exactly what I mean.
Nice job, Mike. All right, here's Mike in the two-door Willys named Zoe Lynn. Mike has a YouTube channel, jeepgeeks.tv, and I'll show you that sticker right here so you can tune into his channel if you're ever interested. I'd recommend it. That's Jeep Geeks right there. And Mike's going to try the medium crossing on Mount Flexmor. To do that, he has that 20-inch tire face he has to climb, so that's a 20-inch vertical. Then he has to come over the bunny hill in the middle, and then he has a 20-inch drop-off on that side right over by Brittany. So, right now we're already looking like he's got a clearance issue, trying to clear that 20-inch face. No issue at all.
Okay, do it straight. That's a lot, so be careful.
Mike is not scared of the skinny pedal.
Yeah.
There you go.
Mike also drives a manual, which makes everything 10 times more difficult.
But it's more manly.
Yes, 10 times more manly as well. Oh, there we go, there we go. Woo! That's pretty impressive right there.
Back up a little bit more. Back up a little bit more. Alright, now you can come up as fast as you really need to pop up. Make sure you're ready to hit the brake.
Oh, there's that manual right there. Makes off-roading very difficult.
Go ahead and back it up again. Oh, just keep on the middle. I got you. That's a good amount. So go ahead and do a hard driver turn, and then back it up a little bit, nice and slow.
Oh, careful there, Wyatt.
Yeah, man.
You can see how slippery it is just by our spotters out here having trouble. Might be on his rear drive shaft.
Foot and a half before the tree contacted spare tire. Yeah, I got it in my camera. Okay, stop right there. Go straight or turn to the right. I'm thinking about it because if you go straight, that's going to catch fire on pumpkin. So like the center of your vehicle is on top of the tire right now. Okay. So if you go straight, then hard passenger. Yeah, that's a good choice.
So Wyatt's got the tough job of trying to figure out how to get this Jeep up and over this obstacle.
Right.
Oh, yeah, looks like Mike figured it out.
Very nice. You got a press over the telephone pole.
You might have snaked around the tire face, but we'll still count it. Alright, let's get this front shot. Easy. He's a little hung up right here. Hard for me to get an angle on it. Looks like that's his rear axle. Let's try and get around to the other side. Oh, alright. So this rear tire is 100% off the ground. So looks like Mike's gonna hop out and take a look and assess the situation. So Mike, this tire back here is not even touching the ground.
Oh, that's good.
Yep, so good luck getting traction. Okay, looks like we're gonna winch ourselves off of here.
Fortunately, I come equipped for that sort of thing.
Yep, so you see Wyatt over there pulling the winch line, and Mike's getting the recovery bag, and we'll have ourselves a nice little recovery here. Alright, we'll tune back in once everything's hooked up. Alright, so Mike has run a tree strap around the tree, and then we've got a rope shackle holding this tree strap together, and we're taking his winch and hooking it right to that rope shackle. And Mike, you said this is all Rhino gear?
Yeah, that's all Rhino gear. The winch is worn.
Alright, and like Mike said, got a worn winch over here. Get a close up of that for you to see. It's a nice setup Mike's running.
You insist.
Alright, and we're good on the cable. Yep, everything looks good over here. Alright. This should take no time at all, maybe 3 or 4 seconds holding that winch button down, and then Mike should be free and off of this obstacle. Yep. Yeah, it takes more time to hook up than it actually does to pull yourself off the obstacle. Alright, he's hitting the gas pedal, trying to help his winch out. And we're free. That's all. Easy peasy. Nicely done. So Cory in the Tacoma over here is messing with his four-wheel drive, trying to get his locker to engage. He's fussing with it. It's giving him some issues, but hopefully we'll be able to get that sorted out. We just got Mike off of Mount Flexmor. He just winched himself off, so he's going to come over here and try Junior, which is this tire right here in the ground. And with Mike being a two-door, that shouldn't be a problem at all, because it's usually the four doors that high center on that tire. Then we got James right here crossing. He's going to those big tires right over there for the oil changer. So we're just going to sit here with the camera for a second and see which one we need to go get action of. Alright, looks like he's choosing the harder path, because on this side there's a bit of a dip right down there that drops your tire down a little further than the other side. Alright, let me shift over here. Alright, so while Mike's figuring out that obstacle, Mike and Eric are talking through it. We got James over here trying to climb oil changer, but it is very wet out here, and I don't think he's going to get the traction to climb up those tires. Alright. Okay, so we're switching the approach. Instead of trying oil changer, he's going to try Big Mama, which is the smaller of the two tires. And nice. Made it right up and on that. Might have gone a little too far unless he wants to test out those tube steps as rock sliders, which I think we might be already testing. We'll go around the other side and take a look.
Hey, there's a big black ball there.
Yep, yeah, so we are sitting on that tube step frame protector.
As soon as you hit the brakes, you're just
Right.
like,
Get in a little closer. Right in there, he's sitting right on that. And maybe that control arm bracket's touching a little, but nothing bad, just a little bit of winch in the reverse direction, and we should be able to get him clear of here real easy. That's Mike over there going over Happy Wheel. Alright, so this is what happens in Happy Wheel, is these shorter wheelbase rigs get stuck, and they just drop into all four tires, and then there's just nowhere for them to go once they're stuck like this. Usually people cannot get themselves out. Looks like Wyatt's giving him some coaching. I don't know if he's going to tell him to rock it or whether he's going to tell him we just need to winch him off of it. We'll find out. Alright, he's telling him to cook the tires, get some heat in them. I clearly dried off the tires. Yeah, look how clean those tires are now. Yeah, so just dumping the clutch.
I got it.
But even with dry tires, he's still not going anywhere, so he's probably going to be using his winch to get him clear here. Alright, we'll tune back into Cory over here, getting ready to climb Mount Flexmor. But I think before we do that, looks like we got a recovery happening over here.
Usually pulling uphill, trying to get uphill.
Oh yeah, Britt brings up a good point that the black four-door is going to be pulling uphill, so it's going to make things interesting with as slick as the ground is today. We'll see. Should be fun.
Take a step back.
Hold on, get a better angle on this tug. James, you in reverse? Alright, James is in reverse now. Mike's still over there fighting with the tires. Alright, let's see what it takes. Alright, Wyatt's over there telling James what to expect when he starts getting tugged off of this tire. He's telling him to hold on to his wheel, hold it tight with both hands. We're ready on the camera. He's telling Rob what to expect when he starts to get some load on the line. He's trying to pull him uphill. This is not going to take much. James's Jeep is already moving. I think that's already enough right there. Yep. Easy. Too easy. Nice job, guys. Alright, it looks like Mike is still over here getting his winch hooked up. So we did have to winch off a Happy Wheel. Get to use that nice worn winch that he owns. Looks like they're going to that tree right there. Zoe Lynn is just stuck in the tires right here. And as soon as that black Rubicon gets out of here, we can get Cory up and on Mount Flexmor. That bird was out here last week and making that same noise. I could not figure out where it is. I don't think it's that woodpecker. So it is the woodpecker. Bumper clearance looks good.
Let me see if you'll climb, Cory.
This climb always seems to be harder on the IFS rigs. Oh. Just a little bit.
Yeah. Last time it was a little close, but I think it's rutted out more than last time.
Just enough.
That's a good distance for you to get yourself going.
Alright.
So you're going to move with the tire, so whatever you're comfortable with going forward motion, you get going forward and keep going forward.
Yeah, so what I was saying, I don't know if I said it or not, but I'll say it again. So the only IFS rigs that have been able to make this climb have been the Ford Bronco. So let's see today if his bumper can do it, or if his Taco can do it.
That's probably like a third of the inertia that you need.
Yeah.
We call it. So we can even start to climb.
Yeah.
Good call.
Don't be scared to say no. You don't want to break a front axle shaft.
Last time, but I think I booked it.
Alright, so we're thinking we can get his rear end to pivot enough to the right that it's going to be able to get him onto the easier side to climb. I'll show you where I'm talking about. The only problem with that is that you've got this tree right here. But if you can bring his tire around to that slope, then he can climb right up it. But again, that gets you real close to this tree. Why? Does he want to try to come more this way? Is he trying to get as close to me as possible so he can climb up the slope? Alright. Cory and Wyatt are strategizing on how we can get this Tacoma to climb Mount Flexmor. Yeah, and I think your passenger side tire was all the way over here on this slope. You're going to get real close to this tree though, Cory. Yep.
Starting to expose roots on there.
Oh geez, that's wild.
I was telling you, you can see roots in the mud.
Yeah, Wyatt's just highlighting the wear and tear that we've seen since building this obstacle. Yeah, this should be an easier climb right here if he can get his tire right. Yep. If he just bumps that just a little bit, I think that'll do it. Yep, nice. Nice job. Alright, now we get the challenge of getting that rear differential up and over that. You can see in the background that Mike has gotten himself winched off of Happy Wheel. Alright, Cory's putting the seatbelt on. Things are getting serious.
Come back a little bit more if you want to.
See how close Cory can back up that tree. Yep, it's about as far as I would go. Come on, baby. Oh, she's so close. You're right there, Cory.
Come on back. Come on back. Good.
Oh, 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 man, look how close that bed is to that tree. You can see light in between it, but not much. Nice. Woo, woo. All right, now the Taco has the departure, and then he's done with Mount Flexmor. There's that 20-inch drop I've been telling you about. Oh, that was a heavy drop. We are on the frame. I think we're going to be winching off of that. I think we're stuck.
You can put it in park. We need to get the thing out.
Yep. All right. It's going to take a winch to get this done. We'll tune in when we're hooking up the winch. Be right back. All right. We have the winch hooked up to Cory's frame. He's got a nice built-in tow hook on his frame, so that was easy. And we're going to be towing it with Mike's two-door right there and the Warn winch, so it should have plenty of pulling power. I'll show you where we're hooked up right in here. Yep, that little right there. Should not take much. I might keep this turn off. All right, and that gets everything in the shot. Good. All right, we got tension on the line. Let's see what happens. Dang, that's all we needed. Nothing at all, but that's what you need a winch for, is just that little bit of extra.
Yeah, you can hear it where it was hooked on the tire.
Didn't take much to get it unstuck.
Is that rock slider?
Yep.
Bring it in. No, bring your winch line in.
Wyatt's trying to get Mike to reel his winch in. There we go. Now Cory, to get it, well, I was gonna say to get a better angle, you might have to back up a little bit so you can clear these trees. But don't back up too far. All right, yeah, and then you can, yeah, do a 3-point. You might clear it. You mean with the from coming off? You're not close to falling off. No, you still got, you know, 2 feet. Yeah, if you want to back up. Yeah, you got plenty of room to back up. There you go. Easy. Nice.
Nice job, Cory.
There we go.
In the future, someone's going to invent a robot that just pulls the toe. Cory
Yes.
lifts it up, gets out of the way.
Yep. All right. Cory is just going to take a stroll down the log jam. Should be no problems at all for this Tacoma. Yep. No drama at all. All right, then I'm gonna turn the camera right around. And we got Mike is bringing his 2-door in over here for the Shelton Shuffle, which I'll show you right here. People don't usually cross it in the direction Mike's coming at, but we'll see how this works. A little bit of scraping. But too easy. That was awesome. Alright, I'm gonna pause my narrating to watch and make sure everything's looking good here. Everything looks good. You got that last culvert to climb. I don't think you're even gonna scrape. Dang, that was too easy, Cory. What? Wow, that was awesome. Nicely done. No, you're bound up in your wheel well. You want to put it in park and hop out and take a look? I mean, enough gas and you get out of this, but I want you to be able to see it. Yeah, I think you're actually. Are we touching? Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, it looks like right here. If I had to think of it, yeah, I think I have the dip on. Right, yeah, if you had your rear lock on for sure. I mean, you can back up, try it again, it's up to you. The other thing you can try, Cory, is try going for, like, yeah, but feather the, as you're doing that, feather the brake a little bit, and you might be able to get the differential to send power to that tire. Okay. So that's when you want to be gassing and braking at the same time.
Why do you do that?
You want me to try and give you a little push?
No, it's too slick out right now.
Okay, alright. Reverse.
Now is he gonna try?
I think you make it, just watch out for this tree. Yeah, a little bit of momentum will do it. There you go. Nice.
Got it.
Still got all my fenders? Everything's still in.
Yep.
Alright, Bill, please tell us about how you got this truck.
Well, that's a funny story if you should mention that. Back when Cory was probably about 9 or 10 years old, family got a little bit larger, needed more space. Went to test drive the Tundra. Back then, Suicide Doors wasn't really pleased with it at all. Cory was standing to my left. He smacks me on my arm and says, "Bill, look," and right to the front of the building Was this truck up on rocks at an incline, and I don't even think they just put them on the lot that day.
Oh, wow.
And it was a special edition, and he bought it off his mother.
My first deployment, yeah.
What year was that?
That was 09.
09.
2009.
And he's had it ever since. Original motor, original transmission. Synthetics from day one.
Oh, that's a cool story. That is a cool story. Well, thank you for sharing that with us.
No problem.
All right.